word, not in an offensive way. I'm just going to use it in a factual way.
Right.
Slut walk, slut face, coffee slut.
Right.
How offensive is the misogynistic slur when it's entered commonplace parlance as a women's right march, a punk rock band played on Triple J, or a reference to someone who voraciously drinks coffee? Anyway, the word slut. I'll tell you why I'm talking about that, because someone in Brisbane wanted to open up a cafe and call it Egg Slut.
Egg Slut.
Not to be mistaken with the popular US version on the grounds that it got kiboshed.
You got poo-pooed?
On the grounds that it was undesirable. Say, for example, would you go into a restaurant and even though it was pronounced Margot's,
right,
but it was spelt maggots, would you eat at a restaurant that's called Maggots?
Probably not.
Would you eat?
Or the Italian place, Salmonellas.
Yeah. However, though, the applicant who wants to set up the restaurant, who wanted to apply for the business name, because the expression is a cheeky way of referring and appealing to voracious consumers of egg and egg-based dishes. Therefore, if you like your eggs, you're an egg slut.
Well, cover me in yolk and call me an egg slut, because I don't mind a googie or two in the morning, let me tell you.
The Australian Securities and Investment Commission have got the power to reject the business name of a kind that is undesirable, so egg slut was flushed down the toilet.
Right, so it was a bad egg.
Could have been a bad egg, yes, exactly right. But now, listen, this whole thing with eggs and the name, I get what he was saying. Like egg slut, like you love your eggs, so you're an egg slut. That's what I get. But really, no.
No, and like there would have been really, really terrible turf wars with the other cafe down the street, the Cornflake Whores.
Oh, mate, could you imagine?
Imagine if you went to the wrong place and asked for
cornflakes. You've been to Brisbane in the malls?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get police cars in there. There's bollards everywhere. How are they going to stop that brawl between cornflake whore and egg slut?
Like, it's just crazy. Then you're going to have the coffee cock come in and break it up. People, please, it's just breakfast.
Then you've got the guy who's wanting to branch out in the suburbs because it's expensive in Brisbane to have like a store inside. Wants to set up his own boutique butchery and call it chops.
Or pork sword. You know what? I've always actually wanted to set up my own cafe.
Yeah.
I always wanted to call it How the Fakasha. Do you reckon that'd be undesirable?
Well, no, I don't think so.
I think I would drive the life out of all my staff because I'd make them say that to everyone that came in. How the Fakasha.
How the Fakasha. Every single person that comes in.
Yeah. How the Fakasha.
Now, it also caused controversy in America when they had the name Egg Slut. Okay?
Oh, so it's not even original.
No, it's not original, but they said that they're not actually with the actual American company. They just wanted to do their own thing. They wanted to come out. They wanted to call it Egg Slut. Okay. Now, as it got rejected, but I got to tell you, I know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that got next to some people who owned the place.
Right.
Okay. I hope I got that genus right there. Anyway, they already went ahead before the name was approved.
Right.
And they've already done radio commercials to launch Egg Slut in Brisbane. It's not going to go ahead now, but I've got them right here. You want to hear them?
Absolutely.
Here they are.
Why work for your urban breakfast? Deconstructed Vegemite looking like the bottom dirt of homeless man that sleeps in alleyway? Need protein in your mouth to start your day best way? Do you crave the chicken period? If so, you must be Egg Slut. Open soon for the googie lover that makes you the Egg Slut. 48 variety of chicken period, including period Benedict, period Florence, chicken period over easy, and the chef special scrambled chicken period. Egg slut. You cannot resist. Start your day being the egg slut. Gooey, runny, poached, no matter where you like, egg slut. Free range, cage, it's all the rage here at Egg Slut. It's protein so mean, you live on latrine. Egg Slut. Just be the slut you never knew inside of you.
Eating an egg slut does not imply that you are egg slut, but if you're a slut for eggs, you may be.
Egg slut.
I'm not lying. There they are. They're the commercials for the... You will not hear them on radio. You've heard them first here on the Burble. Egg slut's not going ahead in Brisbane. Neither's Cornflake Whore or Chops, the butchery. That's not going ahead. So if you want to apply for a business... Actually, I'd love to know what Burble listeners would love to have as their business name. You've started off a good one. How the Fakasha. Burble.com.au. Log on there. You can give us your feedback. Or just head to our Facebook pages. Search for the Burble. AU.
This is the Burble with Benny and Az.
When you jump on Facebook and you're doing your daily flick, and I don't care where you do it, if you wake up in the morning, you fold your laptop out, you're doing it, or if you're going to go and sit on the toilet maybe in your morning tea break and have a look at Facebook, there are many things that they throw at you. You know, they might try and throw an ad here, you know, a story there. You might see your friend's kids' first day of school or Halloween or them kids dressed up in all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Rarely will you actually see something that pops up that says, Amy's been sexually attracted to the same roller coaster for over 20 years.
What the
Yeah, exactly. But that deserves us to click on it and find out what the hell's going on.
Amy's main lover is a humble fairground ride called 1001 Nacht.
No. This is a G-up.
You smell good. God, you smell so good. He's just so noble, so proud, so strong.
She's kissing it and stuff.
I not only love him for
Does
a
it
sexual
Nacht mean
attraction.
night?
I mean, we're not talking about fetish here.
In German?
I love him.
And now she's saying
as
it's not a
mate.
fetish.
You make me feel so alive, 1001 Nacht. I can touch this guy as your counterweights descend and your gondola rises.
This is why you shouldn't drink when
My
you're
days
pregnant.
are brighter when I gaze upon your
Is that a
handsome
female?
face.
An OS person talks to the object, and the object
She's covering her
communicates
hands.
back
Oh, now she's
by
like-
telepathy.
She rubbed it on her
How
face.
many times over when we've made love at home have I asked you for...
She's made love.
Look at me.
No, I don't want to.
Look at me and say it.
Oh my God, look
Our
at her haircut.
family was always dysfunctional. I was always under constant stress.
She just...
Oh,
This
that's
is not all
some
my
creepy,
collection. This is
creepy
just
shit
my
right there.
1940s
Oh!
collection.
That's a
I have
mother's
about
room.
50 different sets of dolls.
They're all Raggedy Ann.
This is like an American Gothic gone wrong.
Man in my bedroom.
They're like on the Raggedy Ann dolls.
And that's what I do for my fun.
Wow.
Amy was identified at age 3 as developmentally delayed. In first grade, she was classified as an
Okay, I'm not
emotionally
making
disturbed
fun
student and placed in
now.
a full-time SED classroom.
So she's
a loner who,
transitioned?
since a child, has fixated on objects, organs, fans, globes, washing machines,
What's this
spaceships.
transition to the corkscrew part of the roller coaster? Is that what you're talking
And
about?
she is currently fixated with the Twin Towers.
Oh,
Conclusion. Amy appears to me to be
Yeah, we're on a
criteria
watch
for
list. Thanks,
diagnosis
Benny.
of Asperger's disorder.
She's making it. She's making out with the base of
his
this
counterweights at the top.
bride.
she's gonna get
I love him for
tetanus.
the narrowness of his goods. I love him
Imagine she got
for
pregnant
the
to the
elegant
bride.
lines of his gondola, which is now covered up for the winter. I like the ribbing up underneath.
And start out with those
his
mini
display
birds
there,
that
too.
drink water.
The parallel lines that are coming
Where-
down. You see where I'm talking?
Where is this ride? Why do they just let this crazy woman just keep coming back and make out with it?
Oh my God.
I'm thinking, oh, geez, you know what I'm thinking about.
Oh!
This is very personal. When I make love to him at home,
No.
when I start climaxing, I just keep saying over and over again, just as I'm starting to go over the edge, I just tell him, I want your fluids, I want your fluids, I want your fluids. I don't want to go. I'd rather stay here with you. It's never really goodbye to anyone.
Oh, now she's dealing Mark Hamill lines from Last Jedi.
Because 1001 Nacht, as I have told you many times before, and I will many times repeat it. I love you.
Do you think she got a season pass?
She would kind of have to get one, wouldn't she? Now, okay, I'm just blown away by that. Someone's in love with a roller. I used to love the Bush Beast at Wonderland. I didn't love it that much.
No, I didn't root it.
It always banged my knee, so in effect, it always banged me first.
Yeah, I guess. And I mean, like, imagine falling in love with a roller coaster, right? It'd be an up and down relationship. It really would.
It actually goes around and around. Now,
I don't know what to say.
no, here is something to say. Let's be politically correct, okay? You called her a crazy woman. Okay, you can't say that these days, Has.
I didn't mean as in, like...
But to be politically correct, okay, she's calling it a he. What if the roller coaster burst into life and said, "Did you just assume my gender?" Like, dead sense, like I said to him, and like, I'm serious. What if that roller coaster identifies itself as female? I'm sorry. What was her name? Amy. I've got to say, now listen, right? She's in love with the actual device itself, but 25 people at a time ride that roller coaster. And they pay the privilege to ride that roller coaster. Therefore, it and other fairground attractions, I'm sorry, but 1001 Nacht is a prostitute.
Is it an egg slut?
I don't know if it's an egg slut, and there's probably been, but think this is.
You reckon she hoses out the toddler's pew before she makes out with it?
Would she get jealous of other people being, you know, like entertained by this ride? Because your stomach will drop, you know, you get that sort. You know, when you're a young fella and you go, or you suddenly drop down a little hill on the road and stuff,
you're like,
ooh, and you go, oh, that feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, you get that kind
adrenaline
kind of
little adrenaline, like kind of dealio. And so,
Yeah.
like, would she get jealous? I would love to speak to Amy on this program to find out exactly how she feels moving forward. She's going to develop the relationship, and how does she actually? She said in that how she's going to have sex. I want to know how she's going to have sex with a roller coaster that's not even there. Does she have a model of it? Did she build a model?
Maybe she broke a piece off.
You saw her with the grease.
The grease. And
the
I'm
gear grease,
worried.
and she rubbed it all over her face. Yeah. Moving on from that, what inanimate object do you like?
My sanity. No. As tenuous a grip on it as I have. What do I love?
I don't want to know what tenuous grip you have on anything.
What do I love that's inanimate? Does beer count?
Well, see, it does. However, beer...
But my love is fleeting because there may not be any beer anymore.
That's no. But you change beers over a night, for example.
Well, that's true.
Many beers. Then you may not even consume the beers that you have at home. You may go out and get other beers.
I do like my computer.
Of course you do.
But I don't think I'd be up in the USB port or anything. No. The computer's more to display that kind of thing, not to act it out. Realistically.
You're not going to build like some Tron machine or something, get sucked into the mainframe, onto the grid, all that kind of thing. But apparently there is, and I really do not know the name of the actual...
it's a thing, though.
It is a thing, because a woman in France married a bridge. There was a woman who married the Eiffel Tower.
Yep.
As opposed to being asked to be married underneath the Eiffel Tower. I was working for a radio station a few years back, and I actually said I want to get married to Mountain Panorama. Wouldn't that be a great thing to do? We'll have a couple of drivers to come, and they can be my groomsmen and all that kind of thing, and just get married to a stack of dirt with a dress on. You know what I mean? But I don't. That sort of, the boss just looked at me and said, "You're an idiot," and I went, "Yeah, you're probably right, but geez, it would have been funny."
Well, it sounds like my ex. Stack of dirt and a dress.
Loose talk, even looser opinions. The Burble.
Trying to start the next segment of the show here, but I've got Francine over here giggling in the background. Now, come on. Now, this is be serious here for a second.
Righto.
Apart from that story about Amy being in love with the 1001 narc, a Canberra bureaucrat, has been sacked from their job because he was watching porn at work. You would think, you're sacked. You're watching porn at work. Turns out that they had viewed more than 200 pornographic images and visited 4 adult websites.
Amateur.
From Playboy